What's up, Leos? All right, so we are going to be jumping into you guys reading, but I'm a little bit excited to talk to you about something because I got a little bit something different as I was getting into it. Um, I was told to pull out pen and paper. I can't see that, but I was getting messages for you all, and I was told to write them down, okay, and present these to you guys. All right, now, first of all, I feel like somebody out there needs some mental relief or some emotional relief. The first thing I got was you have to give yourself more credit, okay? Use whatever you're feeling, whether it's sorrow, I was getting anger, hurt, depression, loneliness, anxiety, embarrassed, attacked, worried. Your mind is racing. You're being told to use all of that for your rise at this time. And I know some of you guys are like, what does that even mean? Okay, but I'm getting that it's going to be revealed. Okay, just hear what I'm saying. That's a seed planted in your mind, and that's going to reveal itself. Each and every single person has a different meaning for that, and it's going to be revealed to you individually. All right, now here, this is it. Some of your actions were justified, even if that's hard to understand. Some of y'all don't understand why you are put in certain positions or why you may say or do certain things. Well, as hard or as tough as it may seem, sometimes that's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes it's hard to say something, but if it needs to be said, it needs to be said. Sometimes it's hard to do something, but if it needs to be done, somebody got to do it. And that's what I'm getting for somebody out there. So the other thing I was getting is you must curve your mind of negative thoughts about yourself, okay? And I'm also getting that your mind may be blowing things up. You think that people think the worst of you. Like when they think about you, it's always like the worst thing that they can think, and it may not even be like that. Okay, I also got for some of you all, stop replaying all of your mistakes and trying to change things over in your mind. You should have did this, you could have did that, you should have said it like this. Okay, stop doing that. Also got imagined events, which means things that haven't happened. I'm thinking of the things that could happen, could, should, would. Again, going through things that may not even ever happen, but you still have some type of thoughts about them. Don't bring those things into manifestation. I got that for somebody. You're being robbed of peace and rest. Again, I feel like that's from your own thoughts, though. Like you're not giving yourself enough credit. You just still kind of feeling like people think the worst of you. And what else did I get? Most importantly, Spirit says stop torturing yourself. Okay, Spirit is proud of you. Okay, you got to think of yourself like if you have children. It's just like, how your children can do no wrong. It's like you're going to always find a way to justify your child. Even if your child is wrong, you correct them, but you still love them. Some of y'all feel, I keep getting maybe throw it away. Like every time you do something wrong, you get thrown away, or maybe, but I guess the key is God doesn't throw you away. You know what I'm saying? Man may throw you away. People may throw you away. You may feel pushed to the side, but God is not doing that to you at this time. Okay. So I don't know who needs that, but that is it. Let's go ahead and let us look into it. Let's see what situations or what people or what occurrences may have you feeling like that. Okay, what do we need to change and curve about like your thoughts? That he's going to give us some type of like time frame of things, maybe, or just something you need to focus on. And this, I am going to be reading from the book with this card. Okay, the numinous. All right, let's start here. Whoa, we got empathy. It says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay. What I'm getting for this is your level of understanding for other people, but also your level of understanding for yourself. Again, you're always thinking about the worst case scenario, and you're always putting yourself in that kind of, not the lesser position, but like, oh, they think of me the worst, or I'm the worst person involved, or I did the bad thing, or I'm always the one getting the finger pointed at. But you need to learn how to see things from the opposite end too. You need to learn how to see the things that you did right, because guess what? Sometimes, even though you feel like you did wrong, maybe you did do some things right, and that's the other side, both sides of the situation. Don't just look at the situation and say, this is what I did wrong, this is what I did wrong. Look at the things and say, you know what? These are the things that I at least did right. You know what I mean? This is for you. Okay, that's for you. Let's see what we get here. Remain positive. Right. Now, let me go back to my list. What did that say? It said, where are you at? You must curb your mind of negative thoughts. Pow. Remain positive. Okay? So even if you feel like you did something wrong, even if you feel like things aren't going right, we still have to keep that mindset intact, okay? Again, I'm feeling mind relief for you guys. Now this here, I'm going to turn it over, then I'm going to read it from the book. Oh, this is complexity. This word I believe is pronounced quincux. If not, my bad. It says, irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, transforms. This to me is talking about being able to go through like a complex or a puzzling situation, but then being able to transmute it or turn it into like a learning lesson, something that you move forward from, okay? Everything happens for a reason, and there is a lesson. There's a lesson to be learned. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find this in the book. Oh, guys. Okay, so listen to this. It said it's time to notice where harshness towards yourself or others is causing you what is actually avoidable pain. What did I tell you? First thing that I got was you got to give yourself more credit. You got to stop replaying all those mistakes. Okay? Stop being harsh towards yourself. Right? This is avoidable pain. Some of it, you know, where have you been tensed around whatever you should be doing, or how you think a situation must have worked out in order to bring you happiness? This card is a powerful reminder that everything happening in your life is meant for you in your evolution. However unjust it might seem on the surface, inquire deeply around the relationship between your internal and external worlds. Where are you believing that if someone or something were different, it will resolve your current struggle once and for all? Commit to sitting with discomfort and settling into contradiction so that you can learn and let yourself and others be exactly as you and they are. All right? So somebody out there needs that relief. Somebody needs to know, you know what, boo? Breathe in, breathe out. It's okay. You okay. You okay, boo. All right, so let's go ahead. Now we're going to get into the spread and see what happened. How did we get to this? Who's involved? Who did it, Leo? Or what is it that got you feeling like you just so bad when you should be remaining positive and looking on the other side of things? I know these are complicated situations. Things are, tense. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. But it's all for your evolution. It's all for your rise. It's all for a learning experience. Things that come to complicate and to test you. Things that make your mind work differently. That's what I'm getting. Somebody's mind is working differently. Like your structure is being rewired. It could be your self-value being rewired. It could be the way that you charge forward as a lion being rewired. It could be the way you face adversity being rewired. It could be your finances being rewired. But something is being rewired in your life at this time. So it's going to require you to remain positive. And I know that sounds like, how? But listen, there's something that you're doing right. Let's find that. Let's see what it's crossed by. Oh, the Two of Swords. Now, you know what? I love this depiction here, okay? This is, to me, saying skill at its finest. These birds here, let's just call them vultures, right? These vultures are here to test your skills. Okay, now she's still, or he, only because through stillness, I can feel you. I can hear you. Okay, I can use my intuition to find you. I don't have to see you. Okay, for some of y'all, this is like seeing your actual problems, seeing your actual enemies, seeing what's going on in the spiritual warfare or whatever. This is you still being able to detect things. This again with this rewiring, some of y'all are in like training for something more with your life, and so you being rewired at this time is going to help you, in the future. So whatever it is that seems complex or hurtful, or you looking at yourself like you're the worst, it's just like, no, you're in training. Okay, some of y'all may have swung at some things and missed. You may have said some things wrong. You may have you made your mistakes, but it's okay because this is what you're doing. You learn it, but it doesn't mean you're not moving forward. Okay, let's see what's in the deep root of things. Why are we coming to this point? Some of y'all even feel stuck though. Complex situation. This is what it looks like. This is what you look like. Okay, it's okay. She's still poised. She has the upper hand. She has the swords. Let's see what is in the deep root. Oh, see? Now there we go. There's your confidence. This is your card in general. Traditional tarot is represented with that lion. Strength card, major arcana. You are better. You're a lot better, a lot beautiful, a lot stronger than you think, okay? I want to talk about this really quick, though. Some of y'all are a lot stronger than you think. You got more in you than you're made of. You're being prepared for something greater. You're in training because you're called to something big. Let's see. Ooh, relationships. Okay, so moving forward, this has to do a lot with relationships. You should be confident in your position with relationships. You've been put in certain people's lives for a reason. Certain people have been in your life for a reason. It could be just for a season, and I only say that because I just so happen to look at the bottom of the deck and look who's here. Look who showed up. All right, so we can be talking about you feeling like this all due to a relationship. It's like you got caught a second ago, because a second ago he wasn't here. But now it's like we really calling it out, and it has something to do with relationships. What I'm getting for some of you guys is this is actually the one I'm getting tricking your mind, twisting your thoughts, making you feel as though things are worse than they actually are. This is all a trick of the enemy, a trick of the devil, okay? So this is I pull relationships and then boom, look at this couple down there. Okay, so we gotta dig into it now. Ooh. Wow, do you see that? Right after the devil. Right after the devil, there's that death card. Let me pull up. Everybody's on fire. Let me show you how this one looks. This is amazing. I love these cards. But look at that. Everybody's in flame. Look at them dancing with the devil, and there it is. So this is who we talking about. See, now we calling them out. This is who is making you feel this energy. We ain't necessarily talking about the devil. It could be an actual person, or it could be the actual relationship, a relationship you're in, or a relationship that you're leaving. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull y'all out too. So this is what happened back here. Wow. So in the recent past, you were dealing with, this could be multiple people as well. Some of y'all could have dealt with 2 toxic relationships, or some of y'all are about to transform the way that you deal in these relationships. Something was up in smokes. All right. This could also be third party energy. One person, like, because the man is on fire basically here. So it's like the devil goes here and then the devil comes here. You could have been dealing with somebody who had 2 situations going on. This is what makes everything so complicated. It could have been 2 baby mamas, 2 this, 2 women in general, 2 men, whoever. All right. But there was one person in 2 different places, in 2 different relationships. And now everything is up in smokes. It either blew up in this person's face, and now they're trying to make you feel like you are the one who's crazy, but you need to be set free today. I just heard this is being taken care of. Let's see what's in the crown position. This is interesting. That just took a weird turn. But that's okay. Things are being exposed. Up in smoke. Let's see what's crowning it. Ooh, look at you. That's your card right there. Queen of Wands, baby. Resilient. This person here is someone who is very passionate, and I feel like this is your fire. This is why you may feel like I can get for some of y'all, you may have went off, you may have started wielding them swords around, but I just heard game changer. This is what puts you here. It's like whatever it is that you've been battling, it puts you here, or this is the reason why you've been put through certain tests. Okay, you don't sit on this throne. It's like you defeated the devil. You defeated whatever energy this was, and you get to sit on this throne, or this is where you're headed if you can just give yourself the credit. Come on, Spirit. This is where you're headed if you can give yourself the credit. Okay? Listen, when you fighting the devil, when you fighting this, when you're up against this, oh, you got to be a little buck. I'm sorry. Some of y'all, I feel like, I'm getting that strong, fiery, passionate energy. It's like for some of y'all, you had to match fire with fire, but it was all for your training. And that's why you move forward confidently with the new relationships you're about to do, because you've mastered this or you've learned from this. So it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I forgot to read that earlier, but this is your higher good, your higher self, okay? And now that you've been through this, you recognize the people, all right? Now, let us keep going. And I just heard things don't come easy, okay? For some of y'all, it's going to be complex. It's going to have puzzle pieces to put together. That's okay, baby. Welcome to the Matrix. Ooh, welcome to the Matrix. All right, let us see what we have in the near future position. Ooh, boldly moving forward. Boldly moving forward past adversity. Boldly moving forward past whoever this is. Okay. I'm getting a new direction. Okay, you got options to move, like after even feeling like a time of being stuck. Seeing yourself for who you truly are. Seeing yourself for like I was telling another sign, royalty. You got royalty in your DNA. I do want to talk about this. I know y'all want to talk about this death and this devil card. I'm very curious. Recent past death and the devil card. Why is this here? Why did this show up? Is it something you escaped from? Is it something that still needs to be said or done? What's going on here with these guys? Woo! Look at that. Come on. That's the death card twice. Come on with it. That's that death card twice. Wow. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So some of y'all really defeated the devil. Okay? You transformed. You beat this thing. You did it. Right? But some of y'all don't feel like it. I mean, you was a warrior. You had to battle. But you're going to get your strength back. You're going to get your gusto back. You've come through so much. You got to give yourself the credit. For some of y'all, I think Spirit just wants you to actually see what you did. This is what you did. You danced with the devil. It's like you may have had some little relationships before, but that devil came off that pedestal and wanted to dance with you himself. Like, you know what, demons? Step on back. I think I'll take this one for myself. And you did the unthinkable. You did the impossible. You defeated that thing, that person. But now we just got to let your mind catch up to who you've become, because you don't become, you look at that throne. You good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about this. This is the other side you need to see. Let's talk about the fear. What's in the fear space? The new beginning. How do I start over? For some of you all, you left a relationship where you may have been financially dependent on someone, or there are some type of finances coming that, you just waiting for some type of finances to come in. This could be the fear of starting a new project, something that could potentially be very lucrative, moving forward with a new position or a new job. I do want to talk about this fear, though. How can we get around this Ace of Pentacles? Some of y'all really just getting that, might have been that financial dependence. That's how they were able to be that devilistic, narcissistic, obsessive energy. Oh, change. Okay. Wow. And it's so funny. We got these kind of like circle momentum. I'm getting things. This says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay. So some of you guys got to get moving on this project, got to get moving on this idea, whether it's writing it down, making a plan. All of that is, it counts. Okay. Currency. All of it counts. All right. For some of y'all, this is actually moving to a different area to make more money. And you may be afraid or fearful of that. But if you're trying to, again, grow, evolve, all of this is for you to evolve, then boom, that's what you're being shown. Just might work for you. Let's see what you look like during this time. It could be how this person is viewing you. Could be how others are viewing you. Ooh, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Listen, this is going back to what I was saying. You keep thinking the worst case scenario. Okay, even if people don't openly say stuff to you, you know, you got people rooting you on and cheering for you and laughing with you and wanting to be around you, even if you don't know it. Okay, somebody out there really needs to know this, and I'm feeling this so strong, like real deep down inside. Like I'm getting that time. We're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you, but it's not like we're like we are rooting for you. Like you got you. Let me tell you something. How it's coming across. Everything that you're feeling negative is stemming from how you see yourself from the past because of what this energy has told you. Okay. Some seeds have been planted in your mind from long ago so that even when you become this, you'll still remember what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't get to enjoy it, you know, like, but you're going to get to enjoy it, you know? This is hope. This is inspiration. Some of y'all don't know your story has inspired those around you, and they will never tell you. They will never tell you, but you've inspired people. You know, whatever you defeated, whatever you overcame. But you know what's so funny? You don't know it. Or maybe you do know it. Maybe you do. But I think the person for this reading is the one who's still kind of in that complex state of mind. Let's see what we're talking about for the hopes, though. What's the hopes in all of this? The Ace of Swords. Truth and clarity and understanding of self. We're like, I want to say in a sense, starting over or trading in two swords, double-mindedness in a way, and then just choosing the truth. Instead of going back and forth in my mind, I'm just going to choose to stand on the truth. The truth is, I'm not as bad as I try to make myself seem, or this past relationship tried to make me feel like. The truth is, you know, I'm way further ahead than I think. The truth is, I don't have to sit here all day and think negative. The truth is, I can remain positive. And the truth is, although I may have made some mistakes, although I may have done some things wrong, I still did something right. And that's the truth. So that's what I'm going to think about all day, as opposed to the opposite. So let's see what we got as the final outcome of all of this. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Now, I love this card. This is stability. And this is looking at yourself in the mirror. Like, it's like, look at this. Come on, Spirit, come through. And we're going to end it right here. This is, this is how you see yourself. But this is the you in the mirror that's saying, come on, this is who we are. Let's come up out of this. You know, we're not taking it superficial, talking about necessarily clothes and all that. But remember how I was saying you more so royalty? You got to see yourself as that. This is how you see yourself in rags. Or this is how you think other people see you. But it's like the same thing. This is how they see you. And when you look in the mirror, somewhere deep down inside, you know you are this. So go be that. Okay? And the last thing I want to say or feel compelled to say is that you defeated this. You defeated this already. And the last piece of the puzzle is letting your mind catch up. Okay? Kind of like a person who used to be really overweight and then they lose an incredible amount of weight. They forget. They're going to the store still buying the big clothes falling off of them. They forgot, you know? They got to let their mind settle into that new body. And some of y'all got to let your mind settle in to this new position. All right? So that is what I get for you, Leo. Don't beat yourself up. You're further ahead than you think, or at least you're about to be. So that's what I get for you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all for your likes, your subscribes, your shares. I got a few announcements coming up, so make sure you guys stay in tune. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.